Hey everybody, watch this review here with a look at Dengar from, I think he was a Bounty Hunter series back in 2002. He's a 12-inch figure. I bought him loose in my comic run today. Pretty decent looking figure. I thought he was vintage, but he's actually not. He's put out by, it was Hasbro. I took a while to look at all this information up, but Wikipedia doesn't host it, and Wikipedia, the Star Wars alternative, doesn't have it, or what have you. But actually, it's kind of funny because when I was talking to the guy who sold me it, he mentioned that he was surprised that it'd sell because he didn't think it was a common figure. I was like, "What? Are you crazy? I mean, come on! This guy was the dude who stood next to Boba Fett on the deck of the Executor for 12 seconds. I mean, how could somebody not know who he is?" But I'm a huge Dengar fan. Actually, I would have also been stoked if I had found Forearm there. Either of those two, I'd probably be more excited than finding Vader or Boba Fett loose. But I don't think Vader was in that series from just what I'd seen in the packaging. But people not familiar with Dengar, he's also known as Payback. He has a personal vendetta against Han Solo because he sustained the injuries and so forth while in a swoop race against Han Solo. His swoop went off course. I think Han Solo bumped into him or something, and then he ended up with some spikes that went through his head. And when the Imperial surgeons patched him up, they cut out all these emotions and so forth, because they figured that he wouldn't need the ability to feel pleasure, the ability to feel this, the ability to feel that. So you basically have a remorseless hunting machine that, I mean, just from the blocky look of his armor, looks more like a cyborg than anything else, but he's full-blooded human, so far as I'm aware. But, pretty cool looking figure. I mean, I kind of wanted a Dengar, but his face looks totally weird. I actually do have a Dengar from the, 6-inch series, but it's neither here nor there. I'm not sure how many people are really big into Star Wars. I liked the whole series back when I was younger, but haven't really paid it much mind in recent years until seeing this, which I was like excited when I saw it and everything, but less excited when I figured out that it was like more of a common thing. It's not, I mean, it's still really, really cheap because I got them $3. They also had a bunch of other semi-rare, semi-obscure, actually, although more vintage stuff. Like they had the Secret Wars figures. They had a Magneto without the cape. I don't remember if the Magneto from the Secret Wars figures from the 1980 series had a cape or not. I think he did. Then they had Doc Ock. No tentacles. I assume Doc Ock had the tentacles. I actually have a tentacleless Doc Ock that I picked up at a garage sale at one point. I can't remember how many of the original series I actually had figures for, but I don't have any of the figures now, I think. Except maybe the stuff I picked up since, which I can't find. Which would just be a Doctor Doom and maybe the Doc Ock, but decent looking figure. Obviously they use cloth for portions and plastic for other portions. But yeah, for Villains Month. So yeah, nice to give him a little shout out.